Welcome back. Well, yesterday I was able to head up to Philly to check out the Eagles at training camp. Now, we wanted to see how they looked, take a look at what Chip Kelly was up to, if he had any more tricks up his sleeve, because
throw a mic in front of him because it's always gold.
It always is. And we didn't know if we were missing out on any of that action. So this has been a crazy offseason. Shady McCoy went to the Bills for Kiko Alonso, signed former Cowboy DeMarco Murray as McCoy's replacement. Jeremy Maclin would be reunited with former Eagles head coach Andy Reid in Kansas City, and Philly fans unfortunately had to say goodbye to some vets, Trent Cole and Todd Harriman, while saying hello to Sam Bradford in a trade for Nick Foles. Now, needless to say, it's been a busy offseason and crazy, but the madness continues. Who would the starting quarterback be in the Eagles' season opener against the Colts on Sunday? Well, when asked, Chip Kelly did not hold back.
Sam will not play. That's my decision. He really wants to play. I don't think he's real happy with my decision, but just felt he's been out here for 2 weeks, done a really nice job. He'll get his first work against the Ravens when we get a chance to train with them for a couple of days before we play, and he'll play in the Ravens game. Mark will start, won't play very much, and then it'll be a lot of Matt and a lot of Tim, so we'll get a chance to see those guys in some extended play. So.
Well, like I said, he got right to it, but Bradford was upset. He did approach the media and told everybody that he was disappointed, but I do have to agree with Chip Kelly on this. He would only get 8 to 10 snaps, so I really don't know if it makes a big difference if he plays or not. But in the press conference, Kelly compared this situation to the Redskins' injury of Niles Paul, who will miss the rest of the season because of a preseason game. So I really don't think that Kelly thinks that it's worth risking if he just pushes it back a little bit, since he has only been in 11v11 for the past 2 weeks. Now, I think it'll be interesting to see how Barkley and Tebow will do. Honestly, it was Tebow's birthday when he found out that he was going to get that type of playing time, and he said it was the best birthday gift that he has had in a long time. And I think, honestly, we know his history, but I see that Tebow outperforming Barkley. Barkley just had a little bit of hesitation to him, so I don't know.
He fell off a little bit after college, but I'll tell you what, the interesting part about the whole situation is normally when this happens, the quarterback position's like locked up, and so it's not really that big a deal. Right now, it is an open battle for it, and so if you're not going to start, you wouldn't think too much of it, but in this one, it's actually in play a pretty big part. You know, the other half of it, in a big announcement that came out, is, you know, quarterback's best friend always seems to be their tight end, the guy that can get them out of some trouble.
Yes.
And there was a big announcement for one tight end yesterday. The Eagles may be short in that position after Zach Ertz will miss all of the preseason with a core muscle injury, which sounds a lot like a hockey injury of a lower body or upper body, because I have no idea really what that means. But he was a first-round pick in 2013, and he looked like he was on his way to a big year. Last season, the dude caught 58 passes for 4 touchdowns and over 700 yards.
Zach has a core muscle injury, and he's probably going to be out for a couple weeks now.
You think he'll play in week 1? Is it that long?
No, I think he'll be back for week 1, but I think right now he's out. So he's with Dr. Myers today, so it'll be a couple weeks with him, but he's not going to play in the preseason.
You know, it's another thing like we were just talking about. You want to see him out there because those are valuable reps, Russ. I mean, you're going against somebody else, but the fact is, I remember this guy coming out of college. I remember the ridiculous catch he had in the back of the end zone against Notre Dame. That was phenomenal. I mean, he's an incredible athlete. I think he's going to have a big year coming.
Oh, he will.
Especially with the change at the quarterback position. You know, that, like I said, that's your best friend right there. But the thing is, that opens the door for those guys behind him, just like the quarterback position. We're going to have 3 undrafted free agents who are going to be trying to battle to get some reps there, get some fill, as they're all trying to make a spot on the team. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens down the stretch. Now, they're going to get their chances now, but just who is going to take advantage of it moving forward? And, you know, there's a spot to be won right there.
It's kind of interesting because when someone gets hurt, obviously you get upset. But for these 3 guys that are coming in, the undrafted free agents, this is like lights in their face.
It's an opportunity.
It's go time. I know. All right, well, speaking of the offense, we saw it at Oregon, and we've been seeing it here in Philly, how Chip Kelly runs his offense. Well, it's no shocker to any fans listening right now. But have you ever wondered the logic behind the fast play calling in Kelly's offensive strategy? Well, in yesterday's press conference, Kelly addressed why he aims for 80 to 90 plays per game.
Yeah, but the key is if you run a lot of plays, you can call crappy ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like if you're a team that only runs 50 to 60 plays a game, you almost have to hit on every single one of your play calls. If you can get 85 to 90 play calls, you're going to, 25, 30 not very good calls, but they tend to forget about them because in the next play that's your first down, you know what I mean?
Well, the shrug of the shoulders there, I think, just kind of gives you the vibe that Kelly puts out there. He is confident in what he does as a coach, and I don't think that that's bad logic in terms of strategy. Mark Sanchez actually commented that he thinks that it actually does help the offense because other teams are not used to that high tempo pace, so they're able to kind of jump the gun and catch teams very off guard. And in terms of the defense, Eagles defense is benefiting from this because they're used to that fast-paced offense, so then when they go down to other teams, it really slows things down, and they can approach that situation and look at the defense, and you're only running things so slowly, so they're able to read the defense and really get themselves prepared. So I don't think it's a bad thing.
I think it sums up pretty much everything that we've learned from Chip Kelly this offseason, that he just does not care what people think about him. It just does not matter. He's going to do him at the end of the day, and it's going to work, and it's worked in the past. So we'll see if he can kind of keep up that momentum because he's done a good job. I mean, the wins have been there for the Eagles.
He has.
All right, well, it's time for another quick commercial break, but coming up next, we're going to take it over to the Diamond. The MLB season is heating up. We're going to check in with a few of our teams next.
I'm Joey Gear with James and Bennett Football, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.